What is going on, everybody? Wife and I are on a getaway for a number of days, and this is brought to us anyway, courtesy of SQY dividends. We're staying at a suite at a, I don't know, prestigious hotel, I guess, and it's a lovely place. You've been here before. It's absolutely wonderful. I would do the video outside on a balcony, but it's really cold, so I'm not doing that. So what I want to talk about today is what I'm doing with my funds during a market downturn, and I want to talk a little bit about SQY and the power of having a free position and free dividends. Let's get into it. This is Mike, the tactical stock scalper. All right. So let's start here with SQY. Like during the spring and the summer and the fall, any trade I made, I put those profits into SQY. And I did that because I wanted a position that would pay us monthly income without money coming out of pocket. So let's just say, I don't know, you made $1,000 trading over a however long period, and you put that profit into a dividend fund. It doesn't matter which one. It could be JEPQ, it could be anything. I just chose SQY. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be anything. And that'll pay you monthly, obviously, if you're in the fund. And that monthly money, nothing comes out of pocket. So it's no different if you took your profits and, did whatever you wanted with them. I just put them in a dividend fund, and the initial investment's already paid off. I mean, I bought this thing spring, summer, fall. I was buying it at like $16. It went up and it went down, it went up and went down, and just accumulating shares of SQY, waiting for, because I knew that we were going to try the semi-retirement thing and live off dividends this winter, so I prepared for it months in advance, and that leads me to my next topic. So thank you, SQY, for our little staycation. Yeah, it's been great. So anyway, the fun. When a market downturn happens, for me, it's all about the funds I am in. Like, I only wanted to be in funds that I felt could not only sustain a market downturn for high yield funds, but also, after the downturn is over, get some really nice recovery and go back up. So I want to talk about these. Now, I only have 4 high yield funds. We also have SVOL, but I wouldn't consider that a high yield fund. So for my high yield funds, okay, YMAG. I really think the Magnificent Seven is wonderful. It's been proven out by their numbers all year, and I don't see technology fading. I don't. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. But me personally, I don't see technology fading anytime soon. And so for me, investing in something like YMAG that follows roughly MAGS, MAGS, I guess you could call it the underlying. It does mimic it relatively close. But anyway, I digress. So what I do for something like YMAG, I average down when it gets below my share price using the underlying chart of MAGS. And that's just what I do for that. Again, this is not advice. I am just talking about what I do personally. You should never follow any YouTuber at all. But anyway, because everyone's plan is different. Everyone's risk tolerance is different. So that's what I do with YMAG. Now, another one I'm into is NVIDIA. I think NVIDIA has a bright future. I don't care if there's some news out recently with President Biden talking about the chips or whatever. I think NVIDIA is going to be here and be around for a long time. I'm very confident in that company. Just because I'm confident in that company doesn't mean anything. The company is going to do what it's going to do, but I am confident in it, so I am comfortable buying the dips on the NVIDIA chart for NVIDIA, and it's been great for me. I mean, with YMAG, I am up so much in that thing, not in share price, but sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But in all the dividends we've received for this past number of months of holding it, YMAG has been wonderful. Same thing with Nvidia, right? Even though this one is below my share price. All the dividends I've received since holding it since darn near inception have been wonderful. I mean, it's pretty close to being paid off anyway, and everything after that is free dividends. But we don't want to say that too loud because that makes people mad. But yeah, after the initial investment is paid off, all the dividends from that point forward are actually free. I mean, except for taxes and management fee, but I don't care about either one of those. That's the cost of doing business. Next, Amazon or AMZ. Yeah, I think Amazon's a great company. Now, I think it's going to continue to be a great company. It's going to continue to grow and get bigger. They're going to have their hands in everything, man, as time goes on, I feel. So I have no problem owning something like AMZ. And during a corrective phase, I got no problem with SQY, Nvidia, Amazon, or YMAG. And I didn't select like any other things. I mean, I tried YMAX. It just wasn't I tried it for a while. I don't know. It just wasn't for me and all the other funds coming. Some people love YMAX, and that's great. That's a wonderful thing about investing, my friends, is that you can have 100 different opinions. None of them are wrong. It's whatever is best for you. YMAX just didn't suit me or my family, so I chose YMAG instead. And I'm going to touch on this in another video, but I do want to talk about over-diversification for me. Again, I'm never trying to give advice. I'm just talking about my account and how we work it. I find it better for us, anyway, to laser focus on the 4 high-yield funds and allot all the money towards them versus having a whole bunch of funds and having my money, at different points and this and that. And there's a few reasons for that. Why I like not as much diversification, I guess you could say, is that when it does go up, things like Amazon, YMAG, Nvidia, and SQY, they're all kind of the same in the technology sector, right? So all that stuff is going to go up together. It's going to drop together, but that's how confident I am in these type of holdings. So I'd rather have my money concentrated into these 4 funds and have bigger gains after a market dip or correction, because I feel like all 4 of these are going to go up together, and versus things like, let's say, JP Morgan or whatever, right? That's just the way I feel about it versus over-diversification. I like to be laser focused into like 4 funds, funnel all the money there. And yeah, they'll drop together, but they're all going to rise together. And I'm confident with these 4 that these are going to hold up well during a market pullback or correction or even a down year. And then a recovery phase with these, I think, are going to be awesome. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is Mike, the Tactical Stock Scalper, out.